So I keep forgetting to do this, but a sudser after the Friends thing actually sent me like the coolest present ever. And I want to show you guys because it was amazing and it was super epic and we've been having a lot of fun with it. So, isn't that the coolest thing ever? We have been having so much fun with this, the Soap and Clay Kidlets and I, because like it's all these really cool colors. There's so many like really bright colors that I usually don't play with because usually my eyeshadow consists of whatever mascara ended up on my eyelid. I just sort of rub it in and then I call it good. So it's been fun playing with these colors. And so thank you, Sudzer, that sent this to me. You know who you are. We've had tons of fun playing with this. Friends and makeup have nothing whatsoever to do with today. But this is me thanking a Sudzer for being awesome. And I'm going to tell you what we are doing today in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudzers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for day 99 of 365 days of soap. You're two, and today we are doing a sort of business building thing because I get asked a lot what kind of products should be stocked, and I have a lot of opinions over all of the years and what works and what doesn't work. This is something that I have made and then abandoned and then made again over the years because guest soaps or soap sampler packs, they super work. They go down like gangbusters and the price point on them is amazing. But I used to just make like a regular batch of soap and then cut it in different ways to get but I bit the bullet and I bought some trays from Amazon and decided to test them out and see if I wanted to do guest soaps again. And just off the top, yes, I do. And you should too. And so I will leave the link for the actual molds that I got on Amazon below. They're actually very, very cool. We're going to go see them in action while I make my botanical line and, chit chat about the process and why you should have guest soaps or sample soaps in your line. Okay, guest soaps. Love them, love them, love them. So I did put the link to these cute little mold things in the description box below. And if for some crazy ass reason, although I've already told you now twice that I did so or will have done and I have not done, just let me know. I'll make sure to link them. But what I am going to do for this, because I like doing sample sets in packs of 6, and I don't know why, it's just always been my thing. Okay, so what I am doing with this is I'm making 3 1-pound batches of soap, which don't take long to make. It doesn't take long for the lye to cool down, all the things. And within each of the lye solutions, there is a different type of infusion. Like this particular one, this is infused with aloe. And I will make 2 of my botanical soaps with this by, weighing out the amount that I need and putting in the clays into that one and the colors and the scents and everything that, I'm going to do. Or maybe I'm just using 2 1-pounders. Nope, I'm doing 3 1-pounders. Okay, yep, no, I'm right. I was right. I should not second guess myself. Now, the cool thing about making sample soaps, you can make them a variety of different ways. As I said before, I used to just make a regular batch of soap and then just cut them in different ways. And then you have the rustic look to them because none of the cuts are completely straight, which can be cool. But if you want something a little bit more professional looking, these trays are great, and they can be used in like exactly literally this, like making the soap in small amounts or whatever to get, looks like maybe I'll get 8 to 10 of each of the little, which means 10 gift sets is what that ends up being. Oh, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13's a stupid number. I mean, it's great. It's Taylor Swift's favorite number, but I don't like odd numbers because I'm very strange. But anyway, so that's 13 individual sample sets that I will make out of this, 15 minutes of my life, which is cool. Now, but you can do, again, just the cutting for sample sets of your end pieces or whatnot. Or I really do think that this is a good thing to keep around, these little trays specifically, because if you have extra soap batter that doesn't fit into the mold after a pour, which I always do, you can also just spoon it into these guys, and then you have samples for sniffers at fairs or at booths or whatnot, or little sample bars to package out and send with your orders for little like teasers of other soaps, all the things. And that's awesome. Now, the first one was my aloe and kaolin, and this one is my orange peel and aloe. So aloe and orange. And I don't know. Let's see what the other 4 are that I make. It'll come to me as I see them. Probably. Yeah, probably. Now, in the next infusion that I did, I actually used I used an oat milk to enhance the lye waters for these 2. And one of them is a shiitake powder, and the other is a lavender and I want to say aretha powder for the other botanical. And I think I'm putting lavender buds in the other. Makes sense. Yes. And so essentially I'm building my botanical line. So the 6 soaps that I use in my botanical line, not the same colors, not the same like decorations or whatever, but that's okay. You don't have to do that. These are all sample soaps. And so you don't have to do your, swirls and all the pretty things for these. It's not necessary. People are usually just getting these so they can experience the scent as well as the performance of the soap itself. Now, because this is a botanical line, this is one that sells really, really well because all of the extra infusions that I put into this changes the way that the bar performs. And so people are always, big into that. I mean, I'm big into that too. That's awesome. Yeah, we're just going to keep counting and realize I got to go to the other tray. Right. Exactly. Awesome. But yes, so with all of the sample sets that you can do, the possibilities literally are endless, right? You can do an aloe, you can do a floral line, you can do a fruits line, you can do a woodsy line, you can do obviously like a botanical line, you can do an exfoliant line, there are so many different options to build little sets around, to build sets around, really, to really showcase your different recipe blends and what they all do. And that's great. People love buying sample sets. That is just a thing and also people like soaps that are this small too, because if you think about it, like guest soaps, smaller soaps in the bathroom, like at the sink or in the kitchen at the sink, those are going to be wildly preferred to full-size bars, right? My mom has a guest bathroom in her house that very rarely gets used. And so whenever I happen to go into this bathroom because somebody else is using like the powder room downstairs or whatever, the exact same soap that she put out that I made like 3 years ago is still there, still being used, and we haven't really made much of a dent in it because, you know, that bathroom sees maybe 10 hand washings a month. And so if you think about it, having small soaps available for customers is also a good thing because you get tired of the soap scent or the seasons change and you want to have something else out. Well, that's why these little sample sets exist or should exist as a nice offering in your line so they can experience the seasons, you know, in a scent way appropriately and not be still washing their hands with pumpkin spice come July, you know, or mango come Christmas. You get it. You get it. And so this is a good offering. And we will be, once we've been able to get these out of the mold after saponification is complete, we will be weighing them because I am going to use 2 different molds to show you guys kind of the different sizes. So you can see how much each of them weighs and then, you know, therefore what that price point is and, you know, what your ROI essentially is because it's pretty good ROI. And these last 2, I did a bentonite clay and an activated charcoal in a beer infusion for the lye waters. So, all so cool. And, you know, they're all scented accordingly for the botanical line, whatever. Again, you can have so much fun building your lines, or if you already have lines, you can also make these. And so people can try, you know, your exfoliant line, your botanical line, your citrus line. You get it. You get it. Let's put these in the oven for C-pop and gel and then check them out. Okay, and day 2, and these actually only set up for about 12 hours, and so I'm wondering how easily they're going to come out. They're still very soft, but that is beautiful, and that's lovely. They come out so nice, and they're very smooth, and they're all, you know, the right size, essentially. And we're going to get some seepage from the bentonite, and that's to be expected. Activated charcoal also usually takes a lot longer to set up. But, you know, there's one that came out decent-ish. If you're worried about it, put the silicone molds into the fridge or freezer for like an hour, and then they'll pop out without any sort of damage to the bars. And that's true of all silicone molds. So, you know, you can do that. But, yeah, it was 15 minutes of my life to make all of these. And it will be another 15 minutes or so, 15 to 30 minutes or so to package them once they've finished losing their water weight and drying out. And I've made, you know, again, what did I say? 13 samples with basically an hour of my life. 13 sample sets, boxes. And that's all out of 3 total pounds of soap. And 3 total pounds of soap usually gets you like 11 or 12 bars, right? And depending on what you sell your bars at, it's, I don't know, anywhere between 70 and 125 doll hairs, right? But these sample sets sell at 20 bucks a piece, easily. It's 260 bucks. So even with the extra packaging that goes into it, that's still a really good offering to put into your line. Easy to make. Very visually appealing, very exciting. I really do like these boxes. If I find where I got these, I will put them down below also. But this actually, oh, I'm lying. It did not make 13 each. It made 7 each. 7 sample sets because I double these up now. I forgot. So yeah. 140 bucks from an hour of your time. and they sell like crazy. Or you can package them smaller and, you know, charge 15 instead of 20 with the 6 pieces, and, you know, still good. Still, I think they're awesome. And I really do think these are things that you should think about incorporating into your line. It's a good gift for people that don't know what they want to gift others, and you can do all kinds of fun things with it. This was back when I did 1 ounce samples that, again, I would just cut the regular soap bars down and then have the information at the bottom, and then they get put in like that with some tissue paper so they all sit where they're supposed to. But yeah, the sample sets go really well. They're very, very popular, and it's not a huge time suck for you to do them, but they're pretty appealing for the customer. So that's what I would suggest. And yeah, pick up these molds because they worked really well, and I am definitely in love with them. They're a half an ounce each for each of those little bars. So that's deals right there. That is just a cute, cute sample. And there they are, a whole bunch of super cute guest soaps, and it takes less time than to make a regular batch of soap, and there's no cutting involved. There's no really much of anything involved. Just label it accordingly and put a little insert in so you know what each scent is and all the jazz, and you're golden. And these things sell for me, and all of my stuff is always way underpriced, but for me, these little sets sell for 20 bucks a piece, and every time I put out a sample set, they are gone immediately. So yes, it's something that's a really worthwhile add to your line for people who want to maybe try all of the scents in a line, in a series. And also, this is a cool way for you if you have a little extra soap batter from 1 pour, just keep one of those out and make little samples, because that's super cute too. Yeah, so there's that. And you should get these molds because I actually really love them, and they were so cheap. Usually I tell you not to buy molds. In this case, buy it. Have fun with it, for sure. I really do appreciate you guys joining me for another test business building day. It's day 99, which is wild to me. And I appreciate everyone who's been around for 365 days plus 99 days, which would be 464 days. I don't know if that math was right. And so I do appreciate all of you, whether you've been here since day 1 or, you know, you've just joined yesterday. Thank you for being a sudzer. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button. I'm out of here for the day. I will see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of soapy fun. Bye.